Alright, folks, it is time to finally bring this third playthrough of Mask of the Rose to the end. We could have quite possibly finished this repudiated bastard playthrough on Monday, but Comcast had other plans, sadly. Where's game? Taking extra long. There it is, there it is, there it is. That is bright. Is that saturation just for the sunlight? I got a beach towel and a blanket stretched out over there to keep the sun out, but it is so way too bright here. But short week, sorry for abandoning you all. Basically Monday, then straight to Friday. It's been a fun week for me. Fennec and I went to see fireworks. And I camped out like way early in the afternoon at like 4 p.m. for a 9:30 show. But it was fun. We played spades, had some snacks. Got really freezing out because all weekend, and for the past couple of days, it has been scorching hot. And on that day, it was freezing, windy, cold. Then mall, roller rink, all day in bed, cud session, pedaling up. It's been a good week for me. Busted my knee though, I think, because of the roller rink. My first time at a roller rink. Rollerblading around, amateurish as I do. But they try to keep it fun there. So they had like Simon Says on roller skates and rollerblades to include frequent Simon Says 3, 2, 1 freeze. Easiest way to freeze, drop to the ground. Anyway. Bennett got first prize, I got fourth. And there is something sharp on the ground I stepped on. Ouch. So, where we left off. We're basically done. The objective this time around is to jailbreak Archie, since that's what my repudiated bastard would do. And it is done. We developed a prison break plan for Archie, and according to the rats, all we have to do is show up day up. And they'll take care of the rest. So basically, we're pretty much just pursuing what side objectives we want to do up until the end. This is probably going to be a very short stream, since basically all that's left to do is finish the game. Visit the thing in the basement we've never been able to do. I have no idea how. I would have thought it was Horatia. And we've been spending so much time trying to be friends with Horatia to see if she would give us access into the basement. There's probably some other thing I'm missing with somebody else. Maybe somebody else's things intersect with Horatia. So we have the rat's escape plan. We have in queue, waiting for day up to break Archie free. We have discovered that if we go to Grizz again, who we've successfully seduced despite bragging to her face that we've been banging Archie, we've discovered that if we take Grizz to Parliament, she has also developed a plan to free Archie by way of convincing the drowned parliamentarians to put forth a law preventing anyone from being tried for the murder of David Landau. So that's another achievement that we have discovered. And right now, one of the few things we can do is help Theophilus regain his soul. I do believe we have, except the devils gave it up a bit easily. And Theo is suspicious and wants me to go get the actual contract itself. Beloved actually brought Ferret home, so they're a fling now. Ivy's merely a flirt. We've only got a few days if we want to get Ivy into conquest territory. The very last thing we did before stream broke down was try to get Theo's infernal contract back from Milton. And I think that's exactly what we're going to do. We're at least going to see what happens. I've already made a hasty promise to do anything in the future for the devils if they give me Theo's soul. And so I'm not sure I could use that card a second time. Confrontationally demand the contract, and then stream dies again. And of course he's got to get the boss out for this. They do not look very happy for me coming in demanding this. At 2, Milton, the sorry specimen of a cleric, and yet you guys are giving me the runaround. If given proper incentive, they're gonna ask for my soul in exchange. Offer my soul! Promise to repay the devil somehow in the future. Would that work twice? It works twice, okay. I hope they don't ever make good on it, but alright. Added a clause restoring Theophilus as the legal owner. Okay. So there's no takebacks. And it's still morning, alright. Unless, what if I was an academic and had correspondence education already? That would not be much of a loss to lose my mind. Ask for an explanation. Give it. Vicar soul of below average quality. Dull, colorless, predictable emotive scars. But they enjoyed the despair. Well, hell's now got 2 favors out of me. Okay, Theophilus. Going through all this effort, is it even worth it? Return Theophilus's infernal contract. Oh yeah, the Devil's Fork. How have I forgotten? Algernon. Origins, elevated birth. Elevated origins make me especially eligible. Invent a story. A family history stretching back to the 12th century, and yet this bastard that I'm playing as for Fallen London didn't get to enjoy any of the prestige of it, any of the material benefits. You could read it? Okay, Theo. We've helped you out. Now you help me get into that basement. I expected more sulfur. I'm frightened by what I've learned. Reassure him here by his side. Ask him to prepare himself. I'm by your side, Padre. You could summarize it for him. They did, in fact, relay what Milton said about the despaired Theophilus' soul. Soften what the devil said. Conceal. No. Give it all out. He needs to know that his loss of faith is exactly what attracted the devils to him. By asking and promising favors that I really don't want to cash. You of little faith, Theophilus, you invoke doubting Thomas so much and you're surprised at any of this? I have heard that the Anglican Church has a bit of a cheeky relationship with atheism. Theophilus, you are a vicar, you are a priest. Does Christ not preach forgiveness? Does Christ not preach forgiveness? His duty to his congregation, we're all abandoned in the dark. Tell Theophilus it's down to him now. Your duty to your congregation, come on, you got the material. You are the teacher with the teacher version of the textbook and the teacher version of the test. You have the answers. See, like I said, this bottom-line character of mine might be intended to be like some kind of fallen nobility scion who's a bit of a schmoozer, playing the field romantically, playing the field to find any opportunity for elevation, but it's still a character I am playing, so he's not a total dick. The devils aren't doing anything. They were in their townhouse, minding their own business. And then you barge in, like my soul, I offer it onto you. Is it not, Theophilus? It won't be a crusade, but shall be a battle. Do you think he's going to fall in London's invasion of hell? And if he says a thing in the bottle isn't his soul, is he not going to keep it? Okay, how much time do we have left? Because it's been a few days, and I forgot exactly how tight the schedule is. How many days? 4 days? Okay. 4 days is plenty. Jovial master of debate, offers vigorous contradiction in matters of theology, philosophy, botany, biology, economy, theosophy, natural law, and he stands gladly adopted, services reasonably priced, engaged now to argue against your fears of coming apocalypse. So 4 days, that's 8 actions. We could seduce Ivy some more, we could try to find a way into the basement. If I want basement, how on earth would I get into there? Dare to question Mr. Pages about ministry theories. Census, Spark Cuisine. Convince Theophilus to minister to the convicted after the trial. Would that be a way to get Archie to escape? Minister to the convicted after the trial. Moss and Moss. If I go to see whether Moss needs anything, I flirt with Moss all at once. And so if I think to myself, maybe Moss can get me into Horatia's basement. Nah, he just wants to jerk off together. Literally, that's what he wants to do. Which I wouldn't mind, but it's not the objective. Ferrets around. Let's spend some Ivy time. Hey, and Ferret's here too? Lifted a few clocks and watches? Nah, they would do no such thing. Draw swift conclusion. Suggest charitable distribution of watches. Laugh. With Ferret right there. But Ferret wouldn't mind. Origins, elevated birth. Especially eligible, invent a story. I don't think she's all too fond of the upper class, so this might be a ding against me, but oh well. Claws in, Ivy. Oh my, Ferret. Ferret playing wing person. Also embrace opportunities when I find them. That is the repudiated bastard way. It's London after all. Bought in London, you have to collect secrets and trade them about like currency. She is simply better placed to become a player character. The flirtation is simmering along. Feelings stronger than ever. So I could see if there's anything we could do with Horatia again vis-a-vis deepen connection, but I doubt it. I'm really doubting that we're going to be able to. If the plan is to hide Archie in the basement, that's probably going to be the only time we get down there. I'll take care of it. Was here to see me. She comes by to see me so many times, and yet, when we try to seduce her, she's like, no, my heart belongs to Milton. Interrupt her when I'm in the cellar. Come on, how do I get in there, Horatia? Do I have to emulate her generosity and protection of her own? In order... I don't think that would be necessary. That affects more like your personality as it shifts throughout the game. Yeah. See... I might be on a dead end as far as trying to get into the basement goes. Maybe if I had more time, it might be possible to find some avenue via somebody else, like anyone else. No Ives today, can only flirt once. What would Bart Gugine have? I don't think Bart Gugine should be able to get me to the basement. The thing in the basement is how the journal phrases it. Algernon doffs his hat and no one speaks. They're not fans? Yeah, this is just getting back to Shikan, his shop up topside. Yeah, that's like annoying for me. Somebody's gotta have something. There's gotta be some way down there. Maybe just... I don't know. I can't imagine... There's gotta be something that I simply cannot do on stream. Would have to take a big campaign of time off stream to find the right combination of actions at right times. Archie wants to get into the basement, right? This task was given to me by Archie. So maybe it relates to Archie's other mission about the Ministry. What would Harjeet need? Looking for Lucian. Well, this is how you get the memory for it. We look at his picture, which I guess we haven't done since the first playthrough, asking if he needs anything. And then have a dream that night about him being carried away. So we know where this goes already. We just haven't done it forever. Bump, bump. So what then? Seduce Rachel? If Archie needs anything? What else would Archie need? Don't mind Harjit coming with. Yeah, we've seen it billions of times. Okay. So I guess as of yet, there's not really anything in particular that I need to do that I can do then. I would love to convince Theophilus to minister to the convicted after the trial, but if I do that, that's probably going to compete with the rat escape plan for which one's going to fire. Because you could have multiple plans firing at the same time, and the game chooses whichever is best for the final bits. I guess for now then, we'll go back to deepen connection with Horatia and just grind out those points a percent at a time. Because what is our standing right now, Horatia and I? Friend. To become his closest family, achieve a degree of confidence. Generosity and her protection of her own. Should I? Let's see if that gets us anywhere. Protects her own, gives away whatever anyone needs from her. Tight circle of people who matter to her most. Emulating her values in my own way. So it's not exactly going to change my own character's canon to decide to have a tight circle of friends that I take care of especially. The 3 full days mark. Speed the trot along. Agree to bring him a solution. Tell him a hypothesis now. Though that wasn't my original plan. What are these options? Change my mind and agree to bring him a solution. Would that change things away from doing the jailbreak? Tell him my hypothesis now. Wouldn't that bring this to an end then? Be like, okay, here's a hypothesis. Alright, let's go to trial. Urge to speed trial along. Would that also bring us quickly to the end of the game? Give only a vague hint. There are a few unrelated things I'd like to do. Okay, so it doesn't just immediately. All right. Because like I said, we got the rat's efforts to help us out. So for this remaining time, I really do want to see if there is a way to the basement. Pigeon population, St. Paul's eradicated by overhunting. Deepen connection, grizz. Ministry misbehavior, moss. Dare to question Mr. Page's by my ministry theories. Where's the flirty option? There's no flirty option? Okay, automatic flirting. She gave us a little subtle eyebrow tilt. Try kissing Ivy. And then we have 2 days after this to seal the deal. And get 2 flings and 2 beloveds. And then we get our audience. Should have done that, not so bad. Giving up on polite rules. Embrace scandal forever. That option has been waiting for this character. I really doubt that merely visiting Horatia over and over again is going to get me where I need to be. But I gotta keep trying it. Dramatic pauses and dramatic flair for missing pigeons. A greater level of trust. We've reached a greater level of trust. Ah! So maybe I do just need to speak to her tons and tons of times. Two days left now, right? Let's see, where are we? A degree of confidence, so nothing has changed here. Maybe it'll start changing tomorrow. Maybe we're close enough now. Swedish sailors' mission offers aid and sustenance to squid-faced men. So even if we haven't done Batashi Khan's embassy plans, they still know the squid-faced men. And aid of all things is being brought to them. Connection, Horatia, and nothing else. Greeting with a kiss. And I haven't bought anything in ages, so I'm not exactly helping business along. Seducer. Fine by me. Again, I don't really do the shopping list. Some people do, and that's fine. And I do see the importance of it. So haven't gotten into the basement, but we do have imprisoned romantic interest, a fling, a beloved, and a delicious beloved. And I think as far as collections go, that's good enough for now. But one thing that sticks out to me is that Horatia keeps on saying that Rachel's visits are interrupting her cellar time. So maybe I should stop by and say hi to Rachel. And not neglect her too much. And then maybe then Horatia will have business in the basement that we could help with. Try seducing Rachel. She's already a beloved, right? A delicious beloved. Can we seduce then? She has given her heart to us. But will she give the rest, or is that still Milton's? Feelings for Milton, hopeless, present all the same. Don't need Rachel to be exclusively mine, perhaps. Okay, so all she wants. She actually just wants acceptance for her pursuit of Milton. I shouldn't think it's a bad outcome. Regrettable entanglement. Said we love one another, but at least on my part, the feeling has changed. Is that because he went for seduce instead of continuing the romance that we had? What if I were to admit feelings? Because all this stuff is just incidental and seeing what there is to see up until the date of the trial and the jailbreak, I don't mind safe scumming on it. Flirt with Rach, bit of innuendo, well said. Glad you weren't away, well said. Forget seducing. Decide to marry Rachel one day. What if I click that? I grin. How does that change things up? Delicious beloved, think we have a future, spoken of loving one another. You know what? Let's get that regret in. That's more real, isn't it? Getting those foibles in place. I'm gonna stick with that option. If we could have Grizz go from distraught that we're boning Archie to falling head over heels in love anyway. Then we can go from pursuing Rachel to discovering she wants to be Milton's side piece, saying it's okay, but then ending up with that somehow scarring the relationship anyway. Regrettable entanglements. Lose myself in time with Ivy. We gotta clean up. We're still trying to get ourselves into her basement after all. Maybe it requires being close with everybody. She is the landlady, right? And she cares the most about everybody under her house. Maybe a full-on Horatio route has to emulate it. Maybe we gotta take care of everybody in the boarding house. And then that gives us basement access. Pigeons reintroduced, Yard of St. Fiacres. To be quickly and swiftly eaten again. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Visit with. Are we no longer together? I simply said you don't have to be exclusively mine, and she said thank you. But does that mean we did break things off? No, we still seem to be fur buddies. It's just visit instead of seduce. And attempting seduce again always gives this. Okay. So that's a done deal then. But I bet you, if you're friendly with Rachel before, she does eventually open up about Milton. And we could point out to her that if he's rejected you already, it's not going to happen. But that was on friend route, right? On friend route, she opened up about wanting to be Milton's mistress and being rebuked. And we were able to tell her, girl, give up on it, he's already rejected you. What are my ministry theories? New need chain describe buildings. Exploit London with love stories. We can't talk to him about that. We can only talk to him about inscribing the buildings. And there's not really much else. So I guess it's all fine and well then, we've only got a couple of days left. Guess we could visit Grizz first and deepen connection with Horatia. Edge is closer as soon as we get in. Ooh, Grizz. Cromwell, so she's in a better mood today. Declare love for Grizz. Everly family, childhood. Might as well. We've boned, we could love too. Has she now? She's still thinking in terms of the upper class lady. A long narrow... She's brought receipts. She's brought her calculated notes. She's shown her work. Stop her because I'm not in love with her. Stop her because this is silly. Wait in fascination. See where this goes. Alright, sure. I think I can understand that enough to agree with it. Extemporaneous oral testimony. Who could have predicted that Grizz was going to be a pillow princess? Okay, so Rachel is now one of regrets. Grizz is at max beloved state. Horatia... There has to be some option of go down too that I'm simply missing. I'm pretty sure these are all the locations. Or is it downstairs? The head outside is a downstairs. There's no sneak out into the basement while she's not looking option. So there's no Rachel was asking to see you. So yeah, that's it as far as strengthening bond goes. So, there appears to be a maximum state for friendships, romances, seductions, and whatnot. So I'm pretty sure for friendship we are already there, and there's not any deeper than we can be. Oh well. That gives us an hour of trying. And then we'll get to the actual meat of the matter and do the jailbreak. Change clothes before attending court. Let's... No glasses this time. I can't see anything. I want to bring the mushroom hat, but I want to bring Algernon. He's my spotter for this. Culprit we meant to try today is vanished! On a boat? Tunneled his way out on a boat over the stolen river. They won't try him in absentia. Oh my goodness. Actual mercy in the British justice system. And that's it, that's all you gotta do. Just gotta make friends with ferrets and the rats, and you get a very quick escape for Archie, who was not tried in absentia and quickly forgotten. Well, I guess the constables are searching for him, so not fully forgotten. Archie got to get into the basement, we weren't able to. Gotta admit, I was kind of hoping we could see the rats in action. Is the house itself keeping the constables away? The house itself is... We got the monster house ending. Horatio, what have you done? Have you turned the portal into a giant mouth that had just bit of Bobby's hand off? His hand is currently part of the front door. Stare at her. Try to ignore the man's plight. How this happened? How strong is your protective power? Can we go into the basement now? We gotta visit Archie, right? We finally made our way to the basement! It did at least say keep a secret. We'll have to make do with my company. Archie must not know. Ah, Archie, it's just you and I now, buddy. See, in the previous playthrough we did, Archie felt so bitter about Harjeet arresting him, but now he has sounds of regret. Like he actually misses Harjeet. So I guess it's a classic example. When you take the ball away from the child cares about the ball. If you give it back, they don't want the ball anymore. The rats that have allowed your escape, Archie, you got nothing to say about that? The basement joins to a few other houses. Would I have been able to go by way of somebody else's house? I have to wonder. He's no idea or agree. While he's been gone, oh, we've been expanding on our horizons. About Ferret and the Rats, Horatia and the Tentacle. Whether he means to publish again, or that's enough. But that's enough assumes. I could probably ask about everything. Yeah, about those rats. I kind of visualized that a whole swarm of rats would ascend upon the ungulate and carry him off on their backs. Horatia and the Tentacle. Half coracle. He is a trampled cheerier, isn't he? Yeah. He has words to say about when could I go treating people again, but he's still gonna be a wanted man. The best thing for him is to go up to the surface. And there's that open question if I'm going to come to the surface with him. So Archie's gonna get his happy ending where he flees back up? This time out of necessity? This is only exactly an hour since the start of stream. We could have finished this on the previous stream if it wasn't for Comcast. This could have been one and done for the stream. Because at his festival right after this, you pick your partner, then ending and epilogues. $364. It's like the opposite of the leap year where you get 1 day less in the year. Leap day you get 1 forward, stumble day you get 1 less. Would you really want to? Riz can make it happen if anyone can. There's good things to come. Would you really want to return to the surface? This has become a part of the house now. Describe the scene. Invent scenes more colorful. Joke about the need for better lighting. I might as well. We're not getting into the basement and fulfilling that bit of, how's the journal put it? Visit the thing in the basement. Opportunity has come and gone. No! It's here this whole time. Wait until she goes and sneak into the basement in her spare shawl. At the very end of the game, because you're so tight together. Her spare shawl to pretend to be her, to sneak into the basement at the very end. Oh, we're getting the basement after all. So what's it gonna be? What if these spiders? Spiders would go for her eyeballs, wouldn't give her mystical powers over the house. I don't think snuffers are particularly magical. Maybe something parabolic? Maybe the house itself? Is it a dreamlike state? And that's why the memories of everybody in the house is all muddled? She said no to the corner. Let's go to the corner. It speaks of the sun, cruel and furious. Something wrapped around my ankle, half recognized me. Speaks of sun rejecting no heat. London spread out, reassuring or stifling. Its spire overlooking the city, its servants hooded. London's spire and servants? Or its spires and servant? Because from my understanding, there's a giant crab beneath our feet. But unless this giant crab has huge tapeworms, I don't think that tentacle belongs to it. But we did it! We visited the thing in the basement. That's somewhat alarming. Horatio seems to trust it. Perhaps it doesn't matter. That is somewhat alarming. Now I'm the curious one. Okay, there's a south bank. We don't have a mask though. We gotta get a mask first, right? Before the Feast of the Rose. It's afternoon. Let's go straight to after. Can we do that? Because that took our morning. A score to settle with someone, huh? Let's do a selection of scoring gifts. The smelliest item. Just a penny more for the bird, sure. This might be my character, but the repudiated bastard didn't get his name merely for his lower birth. A perfume of old fish, 2 pennies. That's the rest of my money, take it. Extra expense and a good cause. I don't have any more cash. Is this last one gonna be a freebie? Teeth. Know what we saw at the mall? That Fennec was all adoring over? Teeth. Like little fake teeth in jars for like earrings and things. He adores it, but it's teeth. No. No 6 pence, as in I can't afford it. To the judge, to the barrister, the worshipful company of stationers as thanks for those wretched newspapers. I was gonna give it to Milton. Among these options, I was gonna give it to the judge. And in real life, you know, we could critique journalism. It is there to be consumed and critiqued. As part of the relationship, you gotta give it a critical eye. But in real life, there's often too much violence against journalism. But this isn't so much. We're just sending them dead birds. But we're not sending them teeth. I see this option, and that is hilarious. I can't not take it. Ask her about her massive festival, about the rose. Ask about it all. A delicious friend, Ivy. Auto save at the very end. An auto save for the very end, which means you get to repeat this part. That's pretty cool then, you can repeat this part and see all the different stuffs. So I guess we could see everyone's different endings. So who are we gonna go with now? Archie, who we finally jailbroke? Grizz, whose heart we spun around? Harjeet for the friend? Bring back word to Horatia? Rachel, with our regrettable romance? Ivy and Ferret? We've seen Ivy and Ferret before already. Good polycule ending. Or alone. Let's go do Arch. This game began with an Archie ending, right? We were pursuing Archie, sold our soul to him. Sold our soul to rescue him. This time we've actually broken him out. Let's go down the list. Let's go for Grizz first. Let's see what a Grizz end is like. And then we'll go Archie last. For the poetic starting where we, ending where we started. Oh, fireworks again. Archie, Rachel, Ivy, Ferret. Archie with his lion mask. Looking for something new? A new Lucian? Oh, somber ending. He doesn't even get to talk to Archie. Was it any help if David's death affected it? What's changed from writing on the surface? Was I of any help? And away she goes. There's no Archie option! But of course not, he should be still— Wait. But there was an option to talk to Archie, to find Archie. He's just not here in town, which means he's not hanging around with Harjeet. Admire the feast. It's a party after all. I'm surprised Ivy and Ferret weren't mingling together, but I guess they got that understanding. Not exactly a couple. Continue in this vein. Apologize when things go so far. Ah, if anything, Ferret's got a place now? And very progressive Ferret? So much more below the streets. Oh, that's right, he goes spelunking, never seen again. Maybe with the Ratley congregation, that still ends up being Ferret's ending. They have a place now, but that place is underground with the rats. So we've ended up ostracizing them even more from London. So they probably are still going to disappear in their ending. There'll be others like them. The price for what you sought was figured out for themselves. There'll be others like you. I mean, look at us. We also had the Ratley baptism. I'll go deeper, only place to go. Yeah, see, they're still good as Fail better. Game number 5. Where is Ferrets? Spin-off game. Of ferrets spelunking down below London. We have had Fallen London for the general universe. Sunless Sea for exploring the Zeon below. Sunless Sky for the heavens. Mask of the Rose for exploring the early history of London's fall. And then Ferret's Game for exploring below the crust of London itself. That is unexplored territory. That is potential. That could link back in. They sound so unhappy. Not blaming me, but blaming Algernon. Zorro, Grizzo. Realize what relationship I wanted. Our relationship is all that I've dreamed. Flirt in Neathy fashion. Nothing as romantic or heart-stirring as the songs of the drowned. That's going on during all this? They're singing over the fireworks? Flirt outrageously. Talk about love. Talk about the value of our friendship. Be outrageous. Ask Grizz to marry. Hint that Grizz really should propose. Uncommitted romance. Partners in neathery. I think I'm gonna take this option. Like I said, my repudiated bastard keeps an eye out, partially, for social elevation. And Grizz would be some kind of social elevation. The Everly family might not exist anymore, but she does have her ministerial position. Did not bring a ring. Oh, so she does want to propose then. On top of that, I meddled in her relationships. Did I? I'm not gonna blame Archie. Was that even an option? To treat her like she shouldn't have to work and all that. She's open to that. So the repudiated bastard is gonna marry into money and position, and then somehow lose it all by the time of Fallen London to wake up inside a cell in New Newgate prison. But Grizz, it's big of me. Big of you, that's big of all of us. That's pretty cute. One would say a pretty quick romance to marriage, but it was like, what? 100 days? Like it skipped through? We actually are getting married in the bazaar by pages with other masters in attendance. In the shadows or what? The infirmary below. So Archie doesn't escape to the surface. But this is pretty cool. Archie's got a pretty cool thing going on then. And he gets to be a lecturer at university. Oh, that's pretty cool for Archie. The opening of uncertain things. Is that in the basement? Parlous Journey of Multitudes. Opening. Okay, that's for the rats, I think. Yeah, end of the game with a profusion of small and unexpected friends. We didn't get to see everyone else's epilogues, though. Unlike the second playthrough. So let's see the other ends then. That we could have opted for. Because Gridge marriage ending is alright. That gets TRV's happy ending with somebody of status and wealth. Let's bring word back to Horatia. We're friends with Horatia, so I want to see what happens. Curiosity. Ever the curiosity. So who are we going to see? Yeah, of course you want to see Horatia first. She's locked up in home. Riz, Harjeet, Rachel. No Arch. Since we're not going Riz ending, let's go see her. And that's all. That was like tension, wasn't it? I think that was a bit of tension for pursuing her, banging her, romancing her, but then not taking her to the feast. Decided conclusions about Horatia's status in the world. Realized relationship I want. Closest family. Okay. A criminal empire. Family of the odd. Horatia isn't the criminal empire type. But Horatia, am I among those? I'm not too dangerous. Only thing I've been breaking her hearts. That's pretty cute. She wants to turn her powered home into a refuge. Good heart in her. My vision's gone blurry, my glasses are gone. Wait, they're back. Okay. And this is still gonna be the, Is this a combination of our closest relationship being Horatia's? because we kept on leaning on that friendship. And busting out Archie. So we're going to get an Archie and Horatia in the basement with the lab. Though we did get comments on the type of wedding Grizz and I had, so I suppose that you'll get comments for the type of ending and who you ended with, if any. Which is why, if we're going Ivy and Ferret, we probably got the little extra bit about Ferret eventually disappearing and spelunking. Rachel? Are we actually going to have a happy romantic ending with our regrettable romantic partner? Expectation. I'd like to imagine the angry bats in cages because they know that they're going to become food pretty quick. Grizz, Harjeet, Ivy, Ferret. To Rachel. Realize the relationship I want. We said we love one another, but at least on my part the feeling has changed. So her confessing about Milton, if I haven't taken the time to fix it, I think that counts then. As even if I said we don't have to be exclusive, my heart is still bruised. That still is true down here, isn't it? What group the character belongs to, or where they truly belong. Theophilus trying to get himself over to hell when he truly belongs with his people. It's the same issues. If I want to take on a lady who writes more and more scandalous stories, could I tolerate it? Easier now, she's writing less about her friends. Say yes. Simply say yes. Does she realize who she's talking to? Repudiated bastard's all about the scandal. How many times he's had to escape to the tomb colonies to escape the rumors that raise up a bit too long and having to hide out until they die down again. Could be this is what eventually gets him into New Newgate. This relationship is a happy, passionate, and comfortable one given her townhouse. But then some of those scandals come back to him. And eventually the relationship falls apart because can't have her dallying with a prisoner, a convicted felon or whatnot, right? Maybe something tears them apart in time for his tabula rasa at the start of Fall in London. There's nothing here though about any continuation with Rachel. Rachel doesn't get an epilogue in this ending. Because Grizz did. They got a description of the marriage. Ivy and Ferret Polycule got a description on their ending. Well, maybe we could take a peek and see how the Ivy Ferret polycule ends up this time. I'm kind of surprised that there wasn't actually anything for breaking too many hearts. Breaking too many hearts, and then people being unhappy with you. Excuse me, got the burps. Well, oh. I've somehow activated the autoplay. And apparently the autoplay just mashes on through the clothing option. There's gone. You hear that? Every single time the screen transitions, it'll... And the autoplay automatically turns on. It must have hit a button during a screen transition. And now it's acting as if that button's always being pressed. What if I alt-tab out? To break the idea of input. Games are finicky, and sometimes you'd be amazed at how often alt-tabbing out fixes things, but also how often alt-tab breaks things. Okay, should be safe to come back. Liz, Archie, Rachel. Ivy's not an option because she's gonna be with them. Regret saying we'd never be committed partners. Regret seducing, decide to romance. In no hurry. No Ivy this time? Does it not end up a polycule ending? Or is a polycule ending only if you go for Ivies, particularly? Barrett is going to explore all the ruins of the old cities beneath the ground. Others, perhaps they sought, must figure it out themselves, get the different ideas. Get to it. We go see them at the festival specifically and just, well, it's rats now. Ta, get to it then. See ya, Gov. Oh no, wait, never mind, doesn't have polycule ending. Arguably, one might say, best ending? Technically, Ivy. We outnumber you. You are one of us now. You're gonna get baptized as a rat as well. No dudes. Ah, never mind then. I guess a rat-ly relationship is a separate one. More at home with Ferret than Ivy. Refuse or it does suit me. It suits me just fine. Good polycule ending achievable again. Discount eradication. They just told me they're giving up the rat catching business. A trio of happy co-conspirators. But is Ferret still going to be lost to the tunnels? Gone spelunking, never seen again? Probably is. That's probably inevitable. It sounds like they could have their own adventures. Hold on. The autoplay kept turning on again. It did it again! Something has snagged on something. I'll probably have to exit the game and return it on to see the other endings. Yeah. Ferret seen less and less as pro together, leaves the shop to whomever can find and keep it, have not seen the last of them. Oh, this is more of a Rattly ending. This is more of a Rattly ending than a Gone Spelunking ending, right? They are nearer when I hear the scudding little feet of the night, scratch a claw on the window pane. Many eyes watch the fog and Ferret tells me things. The ways of the rat, the hidden world that moves with the skin of our own. So this is an expansion of the spelunking ending, I think, then. They're seen less and less and disappear, except they still come back to us, their Rattly kin, to tell us stuff. That's pretty cool, though. We got the polycule and they return periodically to keep in touch. And then Archie stuff. Cool business. Okay. Now, let's end the game as we started it. Our very first playthrough. With bright, unknowing eyes. Had us out to romance Archie. We fell deeply in love with him on the offset. A bit too in love. Lost our mind, sold our soul, to save our beloved, because I had no faith in my ability to find the killer in 14 days. And lost everything, including his trust. So, let's end this ordeal, seeing what happens if it is Archie that we finally go sweet on. Ordinarily, but everyone's got masks. Oh, that's why Harjeet and Archie don't have the conversation, because Archie's a convicted felon. Not a convicted felon, he's on the run. Now, this time you're full of hope. Let's get that Archiekins for the first guinea. Can't trust the masters entirely. Is that bit of dialogue because they put in like 2 or 3 articles? Grizz, Harjeet, Rachel, Ivy, Ferret. We spoke to them all already. Let's go find Arch. Oh, Archiekins! Silently realize what relationship I want. cultivate Archie's detailed theorizing, in love with Archie, decide to marry Archie one day, regret seducing him. We are in love. What about decide to marry? We're in the Neath, right? Above ground in Britain, be it England or Scotland. Being homo is not a very fun time. Not only is marriage illegal, being caught together is illegal. But we are down here. Things are going to change in this Neathly area. To stow away for the surface. Is this the only way we get Archie to escape? Because in every other ending today, he stays in the basement with Horatia, and they build up a laboratory. A very fascinating and expansive one. And Archie's expertise leads him to become a professor at the universities when they start being developed again. But if we take to romancing him, could we flee together? How long could you stay there, Archie? According to every other ending in this playthrough. Indefinitely, with people coming to see you for all their ailments, until you get a position of tenure at university. Would I come? Yes. We can't, for we are rodent, or I love the we still can't. Oh, we still can't do it for Guinea, because we became rodent. So even then we don't get to flee with Archie. What? Stay here with Let Him Go. Let Archie have his ending. Archie's got to get up to the surface. The whole point of Guinea sacrificing his soul was to do good by Archie. We have got to let him go. We'll let him go, then go see Grizz, marry her, and then something catastrophic is going to happen that'll end up divorced or separated. And the repeated bastard's gonna end up in the New Newgate, with everything lost again anyway. Ship not leaving just now, little time yet. That means they're going to bone up until it goes up the Kumayan Canal. A tragic ending, even after 3 playthroughs. We can't be together with Archie. Now hold on, this makes it sound like he's not going to escape after all. No. We do receive posts from Archie. Now, he has escaped. And cool, this means then that this isn't too late in Neathly history, that Londoners cannot return to the surface. David can't because he's dead, because he's died, and Archie was worried if he hanged, then he would also have that affliction of never being able to return to the surface. But I guess that means for everybody else down here, if they wanted to leave, they could. And be no worse off. We finally did right by Archie. We finally got him out of prison and up the canal. Well, that is 3 solid playthroughs of Mask of the Rose. And yet, there are still mysteries left unexplored. Options that have not been taken to their terminus. And different combinations. Like, there has to be a possible ending where Archie is rescued from whatever means, like finding the killer, but you've successfully romanced him, have not sworn yourself over to rats, and then, in the end, have the option to escape with him. That still feels possible. So we've actually gotten into the basement. What else could we have done? There's the pursuit of the devils. Romantically, we haven't done that yet. Pursuing Mr. Pages, haven't done that yet. We tried to do a little more with getting newspaper, or not newspaper, like gossip on Mr. Pages for Archie. But kind of stalled on that a bit. So we definitely could have written out more things on Pages and pursued the publishing of it more. That's probably its own fully fleshed out route too in the storyline. And of course, there's little things for everybody. Everybody's got tasks you could help them out with once you get to know them. So Phoebe could have done more for him. Milton's probably got a couple of things outside finding his dead body. David we've done plenty for. Moss we barely touched. And friendships with Parjit, further pursuance with Bartkujin, Batashikan. So there's a lot going on there. Even after giving this very well-written game 3 playthroughs and going back and forth like at different options all cheaty-like, still so much mystery. This definitely feels like a lot more of a bite-sized Fought in London experience. It's definitely not as expansive as a browser game that to this day has more stories written for it. And it's not as broad as Sea or Skies. And with the pacing of 14 days feast, it feels pretty quick. But there is still so much in this. Dense. This is surprisingly dense for the depths of it. Which means, of course, that now that we have beaten? Now that we've experienced game number 4, we gotta look forward to game number 5, don't we? Where is Fought in London going to go next? What far corners is Fail Better going to guide us through all Virgil-like? I think spelunking with Ferret's a possibility. They're down there somewhere, exploring the forgotten areas beneath the skin of London. And there could be potential there. Londoners to Zailers to Sky Captains to Spelunkers. Would it be Spelunkers, not just Spelunkers? Treasure hunters beneath the surface? Oh, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? Fail Better does love their narrative games, so it probably wouldn't be like Spelunky, but Neathy. So how would a below London treasure hunting, secrets hunting game look? I don't know. And among 4 games, they have experimented with doing each game in a somewhat different way, or majorly different way for half of them. So can't wait to see what other potential stuff they have. For now, though, that is everything I want to do, and all I want to do is finish up the 3rd playthrough. It has been just under 2 hours of stream, 1 hour, 58 minutes, and 45 seconds on the dot. We could have finished this Monday, if not for Comcast. We could have been done with one solid VOD. But either way, we're done now. And that is gonna have to be it for me for today. And so I think I am going to end it just there, folks. Thank you for hanging out. And I shall see you folks the next time. Ta-ta for now.